But
Since
interestingly, what I have to say, no, I don't know what you do, but these people are very responsive. I've never seen, um, uh, like how many people do you work with?
So right now I have about I think 10 around 10 or 12 agents. I will say your market is doing the best out of all of them. I think
Really?
we've been running I think running the ads like the ads have been actually running like just over 30 days or so. And actually in the first month they only spent about $309. So and we were going 20 dollars a day budget and they only spent like half of that for whatever reason, just because there was some stuff with the account. So I think we've only spent around like 400 something, and to have four really good opportunities, like that's just it's honestly amazing. But yeah, I think that's something I've seen with other realtors I'm working with is these leads are more responsive than your typical Facebook Facebook
Yeah.
leads. Um, is that kind of what you experience, what you were kind of
Yes,
saying?
every single, even there was another guy who I called, um, his name is Tyrone, and
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, and they actually, he asked me I asked him if I can provide a view of his house, and he gave me the address. I knew the address before because I did a
You can
research.
look them up.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
looked him up and found out. But then it turned out that this property was actually foreclosed. And he was like so shocked
Mm.
because the bank already sold it to an investor.
And he didn't even know.
And he didn't even know. So I told him
Wow.
about it, and he said they did something really, really bad for me. Do you know any real estate attorney? So I gave him a real estate attorney, and I don't know what he's going to do, but he is trying to move to North Carolina. So I said, well, if you are moving to North Carolina, let me know. I can refer you to somebody there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure if he's actually moving. He's also being very responsive. Every lead that we have, I have talked to them and found out a majority of, except for Philip and his girlfriend, because, every time I miss them.
Hmm. Well, yeah, I'm glad to hear that. And I think a part of it is even though you're not on video on the front end, I think that video that you recorded on the back end, even though it's just 60 seconds, I think that has a reason just because you're getting these people are getting familiar with you a bit beforehand. So I think that could have something to do with it, where they feel, okay, I know who Tina is, I know what she does, and she's gonna be calling me. So I think that's a big part of it. They have an idea on who you actually are before you're reaching out.
Yeah.
That's just what I've seen with
It
online
seems like a
leads.
real person, yes, right. Because
Hmm.
if you do an ad and you just it seems like like it could be AI or something, who knows. Anyway, but what I'm saying is if I do close this wholesale deal, I'm planning to invest more money with you on whatever we are doing. You just tell me what it is because it works. It does work. I mean, even though this Fred guy, if he buys in 3 months, that's going to be huge for me because
Yeah,
I never sold anything for $3 million, but I'm going to sell it for him.
that's awesome. I know it's still a couple months down the line, but if all the opportunities add up, what would be like like the GCI that you would get or your commission in even like
Oh,
three, four
for
months?
still,
Just from like all of them together, because there's three or four solid ones.
oh, I don't know, three. Fred is, that's the thing is with people like him, if he is the real deal and he buys this type of properties, I would like to build a relationship with him, and I would be like, he probably knows, have a circle of people in that price range too.
Oh yeah, I bet he
Like he
does.
can, if he likes what I do for him, then he will refer me to other people because I know how to ask. But that's why for me is not only the fact that I want to sell him a house, but I want to get him to refer me his friends and
Get
family.
in his network.
Yeah, his network, yes.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, yeah.
Um, and plus, if I sell this property, it will be great for my resume.
For sure. Yeah, even the one with Eve, that's a nicer home than Fred. Those two would be really amazing.
And for Eve, she's I like her. She's old though. She's 76 or 79,
Yeah,
but
I
she's
was surprised when I heard that.
very energetic. So
That's awesome. Fun to work with.
yeah, she's fun. She's
Nice.
fun. But I don't know who is the third one you're thinking. I don't know. Maybe Philip. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I was just I know you mentioned
But,
Philip or Michelle. I was just thinking maybe one of
but
them.
I have not talked to them yet, so I don't know.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah, because they also their price range is about 700. Even for 700 in Summerlin could be a very small home, but it's
Hmm.
a starter home. If they want to be in Summerlin, that's fine, because
Yeah.
700 sometimes is not enough for Summerlin.
Yeah, that's just crazy because over like I'm in St. Paul, Minnesota, 700K would get you a really nice home in some certain areas, which is just crazy. The discrepancy just depends on the location, the amenities, all that sort of stuff.
I mean, we were very reasonable a few years ago, but after COVID, everything went crazy.
Yeah.
Prices I'm talking about. So, but still, people still buying cash. I mean, I had a listing last year where it was 768,000, and all I had was cash offers from buyers,
Really.
not
Wow.
investors. I'm talking about
Just buyers.
just buyers.
That
And
become bigger recently just because of the interest rates.
because these people are moving from California here, they're selling their houses. And the buyer actually who bought the house, it was they had an inheritance home in California. Um, a sister and brother both. It was a $2 million home they sold, and they spent the money. So she bought the house that I was
Mhm.
selling. But what I'm trying to say is that's why I'm trying to go over $1 million houses because I'll tell you what, there are cash buyers for them too. I did a research. I
Yeah,
did
that's
research,
crazy.
and I found out that maybe 65% of the homes that were for sale over, I mean, I'm talking about not 1 million, 2 million, I'm talking about 10 million, 15 million are cash buyers.
Wow.
I
And I
know.
bet that's nice for the seller too. To just
Yeah,
get it
cash.
all, I bet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's only certain agents that work those deals, and I'm no different than them, so why not? I'm
Yeah. Might
saying.
as well. Let's do it. Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's amazing. And I think, yeah, let's just get these because the ads haven't even been running the last week or so, and it's crazy that they've still done this well. And I think just going into the spring market as well, I think it's another just great time. And like you
Right
said,
now it's
we
great
can just
time.
yeah, and we can just put more money into the ads as well, and just basically just scale the ad spend and just bring in more,
Yeah,
right?
as soon as I close on something, let's see what it's gonna, I mean, what happens with this house in Summerlin that I'm trying to sell. If that works out, then yeah, next month we can invest more. I
Yeah,
mean,
that'd be awesome. I mean, I give you a
this
bonus
other
as
agent
well, like
I
a
refer
percent.
you is she was saying, "Oh, I don't want to work with buyers." But look, the thing is, I also don't want to work with buyers, but now I get a seller so out of it. So
Yeah,
you never know. Most of the buyers are actually sellers too.
exactly. And that's what a lot of realtors don't really see. They're, "Oh, I don't want to show homes." But also, I mean, if we're getting a $3 million buyer, like I feel like it's kind of worth it if you're
That's
showing
right.
homes.
Yes. And plus, it's somebody who is actually responsive. Oh, come on. I have no doubt that, I mean, I want to invest more for something that works.
Awesome. I love it. Yeah, no reason not to. Just keep scaling.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, awesome update. A lot has happened. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I wanted to give you that. That's why it was like, oh, I was thinking about you yesterday because yesterday it was when I met with the seller and Eve, and
Mhm.
so I was like, I have to tell you
Yeah,
when it.
I appreciate over a call rather than just a text. I feel like this makes it a lot better as well, having a real conversation.
I know it's gonna make you feel better, a lot better, because your work is worth something. I mean, right now it's more important to keep going and close some of those so that we can
Hmm.
invest more in time and money. I'm ready to go. Believe
That's
me,
awesome.
once I started with you, I started two other things, actually two or three other things, and I still got nothing from there. Nothing.
Really. What did you try?
This guy offered me listings. I mean, he has a go high level, so he goes after the expireds and the FISBOs, and
Hmm.
they actually deliver expireds and FISBOs in this account every day with phone numbers and emails if they can find emails. But nobody has responded. I have like 750 leads in there since January,
Wow.
and no one have responded. I even go and knock on the door with the presentation, and I spoke. Maybe one person called me back, and even though I hand delivered a presentation to them, the thing is I'm physically unable to go to every single door
Yeah, if
to.
it's 750, you're just
Right,
door knocking for
all
hours.
over town. So it's a lot of driving, and I deliver it over in my neighborhood around me where it's close by, and
Mm.
only one couple called me back to say that my presentation was excellent, but they're not selling because they are like in their 80s, and they are not going to move now. But if they know anybody who's want to sell, they will refer them to me. That's what they told me. But I haven't had a real conversation with the lead, like who's actually looking to sell
Mm. Mm.
out of this. And then another guy is sending me leads like absentee owners for listings. I already have like 400 in there. And I haven't had a chance to talk to anyone. I try to call them, the phones are not working, they're not answering the phone.
Mm.
It's not actually doing anything for me now. I don't know in the
Yeah.
future.
And what if, I think I've sent you like five appointments or something, and you've had 3, 4 solid conversations with them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then yeah, those two really big opportunities, Eve and Fred. So hopefully, fingers crossed that those can close and you can make a big commission check from those.
Yeah, right. I almost wanna, I'm thinking if I do close on him, I'm gonna ask you to come work for me only.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. I'm just joking.
Yeah, that would be awesome though. That would be if you could get both those to close, that would be a crazy even return on investment putting like 400 in, making I don't know how much.
I know.
Even
We're
yeah.
going to do big things this year.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You're going to be rewarded too. Don't worry about it. As long as this works and we can close them.
Yeah, just please keep me updated. I'm super excited to hear. I wasn't expecting all the good news on this chat, but I'm so glad to hear it.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make your day because you're going to be like super motivated to work right now.
I know, yeah, for sure.
All
That's
right, then.
awesome.
I gotta
All right,
go.
Tina. Yeah,
But
have a good one. I appreciate it. It was great talking with you.
yeah, I'll keep you posted on how things work out for this one for the house in Summerlin.